Now this exam is for around 4 hours. Okay,
Yeah.
this is for 4 hours, and next you will be having a topology. You will have machines around six.
Six
That is,
minutes.
yes, one control node plus six managed nodes. There will be
Okay.
around six managed node. Okay, and the naming conventions, when you click the question Q&A in your desktop, you'll have a desktop like this. You'll find machines. Okay, you need to start and stop the service like this. You have to click a small link. It'll pop up one more window, and in that window you have to start all the virtual machines in the exam. Please, hello
Okay.
Martin, and I think Surya knows. I'll not be addressing Surya for this time. Okay, Martin, you have to respond.
Okay. Yeah.
So you need to start all the VMs, okay, and then open a terminal. You have to search for the terminal, like typing like this, and then you are ready to log into SSH to a specific machine called control. He'll
Okay.
mention that.
Yeah. Okay.
Now you need to prefix with root, okay, for the first time,
Yeah.
and try to do what I'm suggesting you after a while. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever is the naming convention, how many managed nodes, what is the control name, what is the DNS, DHCP, doc, IP address, root, password, and there will be a special user you need to check within the question paper who will suggest you. This user will be responsible to create playbooks and fire on all the managed nodes.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
In our classroom curriculum, we have a student user on the control node where we'll be creating all the exam like scenarios. Okay,
Okay.
and the user who has a pseudo access on the managed node will be called as DevOps in our case. DevOps.
Yeah.
Okay, Surya and yourself, that you need to find who is the user whom you're supposed to log in into the control node. That's very must. Okay, you need to find out within the question paper which is the username. It could be answerable in the exam, or Mary, Eric, John. It could be any English name there. You need to find out that first. Once you find it, please log in as a root first, and then after you install some packages, quit the session. Log in as a user who is supposed to go and access control node. Say, for example, student in my case by doing SSH,
Okay.
and then do the remaining questions.
Okay.
So at least spend around 5 minutes to identify the host names, IP address, the DNS, DHCP, then the container image. So this exam is more or less on container images. So
Okay.
don't get bored over container image, not in terms of Kubernetes or OpenShift. I mean, here we'll fire the playbooks via a container image. That's the only thing. Remaining, what is a playbook, how will you read, is same what you might have learned till now, and
Uh,
whatever the course is. Okay, this is not. It is not that we are here to create containers. All
yeah.
right, Martin and Surya.
Yeah. Got it.
So kindly look for the user in the exam. That's very much told over and over again, because that's where people they try to log in as root and continue the exam. Everything works very cool. Means your paper will be solved. But at the end of the exam, when the results come, you don't qualify. So find out the user whom you're supposed to log in into the control node, and the user who is responsible to execute the playbook on the managed node. Please
Uh,
find out that.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Got it.
that's it for telling you the topology. You'll have around six managed nodes and one control node. Second, you will in this current curriculum, Surya and Martin, we are using a container image, and the container image details he will not give us. We
Okay.
will have a way out. I will tell you how in a minute from now, but he will suggest us that there is a dot ansible hyphen navigate dot yml, a hidden means a hidden file in users home directory.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, uh, in the user's home directory. So he will say that okay, this file is there, if you wish you can use it, or it's up to you. He
Okay.
will not try to promote you to fire playbooks within a command called ansible playbook or ansible navigator.
Okay.
Okay, so Surya and Martin, we are using Ansible playbook as a binary file or a command to
Yeah.
fire our playbooks till date. You can
Yeah.
continue. You can continue now also,
Okay.
but with the new software called Ansible Automation Platform, the primary focus is to provide a environment, that is execution environment for a playbook via a container image, not
Okay.
from. not from the controller node. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
For each and every playbook, you and I, when we fire either through tower or through control node, the specific underlying operating system should provide a execution environment. Okay,
Okay.
like Python execution environment means all library files needed by that module has to be provided by the operating system.
Yeah.
So that's where the bottleneck is, and they're trying to address from this current software called automation platform. Means even though operating system can be a age-old one, maybe 6, 7, 8, and underlying Python and dependency files may not support the module which is currently developed by the vendor or from the community, you don't have to bother. You
Okay.
can create a container image that might have the latest Python and dependency files, and the container image will now support all the dependencies, unlike your control node.
Okay.
So this gives you the scalability. Okay, and also operating system agnostic. So in my current data center, I may have Windows machines, I may have Linux machines, and I may have within Linux, I may have different versions of operating system called RHEL 6, RHEL 7, RHEL 8, RHEL 9. So all these machines may have different versions of Python dependency files, which the current playbook may not support, being a lower version.
Yeah.
So the container images are to overcome these differences in the managed node. So you can have you have had 25 Linux boxes with RHEL 6, 25 Linux boxes with RHEL 7, 25 with RHEL 8, 25 with RHEL 9. Assume, and now you can create four container images for respective versions of operating system running on this 25 machines.
Okay.
Okay. And that container image will be respective to 6, 7, 8, and 9. Means four container image. Whenever you want to fire playbooks on RHEL 6, so you'll invoke container image which is of RHEL 6. That
Yes.
will have all the dependencies files for the modules used by the playbook. And because these modules get compiled, and this compiled script gets copied all the way through the network to RHEL 6 or RHEL 7, RHEL 8 machine, their Python with her dependency files needed by the module gets executed. So
Okay.
the playbook is no more not dependent upon the operating system currently installed on. All right, this is the sum total of Ansible automation platform. To be very honest,
Okay.
so why did I speak so loud and clear? Is that look, he will ask us that he'll say in the question paper, look, there is a file by name called .ansible-navigate.yml, and if you wish, you can use this to fetch your container image and go ahead and firing your playbook. But when we ventured into that file, it was quite empty. It never showed the location of the given container image. To be very honest, it didn't show.
Okay.
So, nor he mentions that in the exam. Look, this is the container image you are supposed to use. It never says so. So, I was a little trapped, and we all found that what could be the issue. There in the exam, he has exported that container image through environment variable. So, whenever you fire a particular playbook and say use this particular environment variable, it is firing the playbook.
Okay.
That he didn't disclose in the exam.
Okay. Got it.
So what we have done, I will show when I start executing this playbook. Sorry,
Okay.
these questions. So the sum total of our discussion to conclude is that look, gentlemen, please read the question paper to find out one, the users and passwords, IP address, and all those host names, plus a special user who is responsible to log into control node and do create all the playbooks. Am I clear?
Yeah.
So let's do the first question, and this question goes like this.
Sir, one second. So
Yeah.
overall machines will be six, right? Including controller node.
No, a control node will be one separate and six managed nodes will be there.
But
One
in,
con- one
in
control
yeah, yeah.
and six managed nodes.
Okay. But in lab environment, I can see one bastion server and
No, you're right. In our lab, we have only one control node and four managed nodes.
one, two, three. Yeah, only four managed nodes.
So that's the difference between exam and the
Mm.
classroom. You can see here we have only four managed nodes,
Yeah, yeah.
okay, and one control node.
Yes.
So we have no access to Bastion,
Yeah.
classroom, and utility in the exam.
Yeah, yeah.
In the exam. So in my previous video, I have configured utility as my classroom server,
Okay.
where all exam related files have been stored here.
Mm.
Okay. Anyway, I'll guide you once the course is over, once the presentation over. I will try to configure your machine, or you'll configure in front of me. Okay.
Okay.
The video which I've sent to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Did I send you all the files also?
No, I didn't get the files, only video.
Okay, I will send you today all those attachments. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The first question, what do you call it? Surya.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The first question, here it goes. Some of the questions may be depend on outcome of others. Please read all the question before proceeding. SLNS is permissive mode. Firewall is installed but disabled. The login user is the user for all the managed node and has sudo access to all the machines. So here what I'm trying to conclude is that if you don't do the first question, second question doesn't work. If you don't solve the third question, the fourth question doesn't work. So all are interdependent. So you cannot pick up an order. You may say, oh, I remember out of 18 questions, I remember the first one, the second one, fourth one, sixth one. Should I do that first and come over to the next first question? Answer is no. You
Okay.
have to follow a certain order. There's one exception I will tell you later, but all the questions you have been suggested to work from top to bottom. Surya and Martin.
Yeah.
Now, you don't enable any SLNX, so don't do that. If there's a question, if it is asking, then only do that.
Okay.
Otherwise, don't. Even firewall. If there is a question on server A, server B, in the exam, it will not be server A, server B. It will be node 1, node 2, node 3, node 4, node 5, node 6. So naming convention IP address will change from office to office, isn't it? Host names.
Yeah.
Okay, so here also it will be different. So don't try to do anything which has not been asked. Okay,
Okay.
if you do something, I mean to say, SLNS, he never asks you to make it enable, disable, which is an RSCA question. In
Yeah.
RSC, we don't ask that. Wherever it is not, we will ask through a question, and the question has to address that. Okay.
Okay.
There is no password recovery. There is no SSH keys to be generated. Copy. Everything is done and kept ready. You need to log in and solve the questions. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. The first question goes like this. He says Ansible installation and configuration. He says here install Ansible package and controller including dependency and configure the following. Okay. Following. So slash USR student and here it will be DevOps. Okay.
Okay.
In exam, it could be Mary or some user by English. Okay. Here we have student and all other machines we have DevOps. All configurations, inventory, roles, playbooks that you create should be stored in slash home. This will be maybe Ansible. This will be Mary, and their folder will be Ansible.
Yeah.
Means Ansible is your project directory. Surya.
Yeah.
If you forget this, it makes no difference to solving the questions. Every question will act very nicely and you'll be thinking that, oh, I've solved everything, but end of the day when you look for the results, it'll not be as per expectations. So
Okay.
make sure that you create a folder. That folder is your project directory, and all the playbooks for this 18 questions have to be created under Ansible folder. Try to
Okay.
find out. In my case, in the previous exam, it was folder was Ansible. So you try to look for that folder asked. Am I
Okay.
clear?
Yeah.
Okay. In that folder, he wants you to create CFG file, inventory file, rows, collections. Okay. And then try to validate whether it's working or not.
Okay.
So we will do that now.
Yeah.
The first question goes like this. When you do SSH to control node, please do as root first. Not here. I'm sorry. Not here. Here. I wish you do SSH to root first.
Okay.
Okay. Here I don't have a terminal in our display in our role. Red Hat, that is Red Hat online training. We don't have access to, of course, we have access directly to workstation as student user. We don't have access directly to root. So I am trying to give you a small, into say demonstration, but you don't have to do this. You have to do SSH to root at the rate control node. Am I clear in this? Please acknowledge both of you.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, here I am doing SU, but you need not do that. You need to do the SSH, then try this command first. DNF-y install VIM enhanced. Okay, and then then you need to do here Ansible core and Ansible hyphen navigator.
In exam, you have to do it, right?
Yes, not only here in this exam also you have to do.
Okay.
So you need to do this as root.
Yeah.
Do it SSH to the control node.
Okay. Root
Wha-
root login will be given in the exam paper, right?
100% he will give you. Even though if it doesn't give, you have to understand any package you have to install, you have to do as a root. So
Yes.
whatever password is given to you, that will be common for even root also,
Okay.
for the current machine. Okay,
Okay.
the one which you are going to use as control node. So in our case, it's already been installed, Surya. So once you have installed the package, you have been suggested to quit, exit, then log in to do SSH in the exam. SSH root at the the user he might give Ansible. So you'll type Ansible and the control node where the Ansible has just now been installed. In the exam you have to do. But in this case, I've already logged into that user because of this terminal emulation software here. Because of this,
Yeah.
Surya and Martin.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what I'm trying to say is, I'm concluding now. You have understood. I have understood now. Just for
Yes.
my sake, you will for the first time you will do SSH to root at the rate control node. Install the package. Quit the session. Don't do sudo hyphen s. Do sudo hyphen su hyphen. Don't do that. First, log out from the session. Do a fresh session from the control from the desktop to the control node. Log in as a user given to you in exam. Maybe Ansible, Mary, John, Eric. In our case, it is student. I'm here now. Am I clear?
Yeah. In here, you are taking control node as utility one, right?
No, 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 no.
No.
This machine,
Yeah.
hostname, is my control node. Wherever you install Ansible, that is called control node.
Yeah.
So I
Workstation.
am on the workstation. In the exam also, where you will access to a control node, the name would be different. You
Okay.
will log in as root, install the package, quit, again access to the same box as a normal user.
Yeah.
Normal user could be Mary, John, Eric.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if the user he gives
He
us?
gives you.
Mm.
That user you have to do first SSH. You have done, assume you have done here. That is student. Am
Yeah.
I clear here?
Yes.
Surya, I think you are clear.
Yes, sir.
Surya. Okay. Now, I have the moment you log in, please create this file immediately. Vim RC only in the user's home directory, nowhere else. It should be in the user's home directory only. Vim RC. Create this file. This file will be helpful for creating indentation and spaces. It will guide us. You'll say auto CMD file type means this should get applied to file type YML type files. Set local on this machine auto indent tab space is 2 and
Mm.
width you're giving 2 and then et end of the syntax cuc. What will she will do? She will help you giving spaces in the YAML file. Two spaces. When you say tab, it will shift to two spaces. Hello.
Okay.
Okay. This is you have to do first.
In the
Then
exam also.
in the exam, no
Yeah.
doubt about it.
Okay.
So
It will
would you
help.
please explain those options? I remember I started using them, but I don't remember those
Yes, no issues.
captions.
No issues. The
It's one
auto
is auto
CMD you
indent,
understand.
tab space,
F
then
is
next comes
yeah, your voice is little low, but you can speak loud if you can. File type YML means this auto CMD should be applied on YAML files. Okay.
right.
Then this is not in the remote box. This is the current box. You can also apply to a particular system. You can have an IP address also here.
Okay.
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 Auto AI stands for auto indent. TS for tab space. This is for width, and this is end of the syntax. CUC is for the cursor highlight. It'll highlight the cursor.
Okay.
I will show you. I'll be anyway creating that.
Yeah.
Okay. This will help you in being without any syntax error.
Okay.
Okay. Then he says create a folder, right?
Yeah. Create a folder.
So we have to immediately create a folder, Ansible. Then move into this folder, switch into that folder, and do the remaining things. That is, he wants us to create ansible.cfg file, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we will create here ansible.cfg. Here you'll write defaults. Okay, then inventory. Okay, this he'll not give you. You have to remember all this. An inventory file is inventory. Okay, then the remote user you have to find out and name that remote user here. Remote user is equal to whomsoever the user is. Mary, John, Eric. Okay, Sam, Martin. Sorry, Martin.
Yeah.
And here and then you will have to use privilege. Okay, escalation means on the remote box, escalation to sudo user. You need to write this. All right, so this is done.
Okay.
Then you need to create the inventory file. Inventory file, and in the inventory file, he wants you to manage. You need to write these options as for the exam. All right, so
Yes.
you need to give these options. That is, node 1 is a member of a group called dev, node 2 is a part of test, node 3 is part of balancer, node 4, node 5 is member of prod, and prod is a member of web server. So he wants you to achieve these things in the exam. So I have no a user by system called node 1, node 2, node 3, node 4. I have a system called server A, server. So I'll replace all these names with server A, B, C, D. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to create here. First one is dev.
Dev.
So I'll have here server
So
A.
yeah.
Then we'll have a test. So we'll have, so this all you need to do in the exam. So it looks very childish, but that's how the exam is. Then you have something called balancer. Okay, then in the balancer, let's have one more machine called server. See, the last one is prod. Okay, prod. He wants two machines to be part of it, server A and server D, server C and server D. Assume because I don't have machines more than four. All right, hello.
Yeah, got it.
And then he wants a group by name called web servers. Okay, it says here uh, he needs a okay a web server group here. Prod is a member of web server group. So he you need to write here children, and in that you have to add prod. All right, this is how you solve this question till now.
Okay.
Once you're done, you need to verify also all hyphen hyphen list hyphen host and then hyphen v. So it
Sir,
should
is
pick
it
up.
Ansible all or Ansible Navigator?
No, Ansible all. I'm giving all the options to you. I'm going to show everything, but just give me some time because we have not created the Ansible hyphen navigate.yml file yet. So I'm not using that command as of now. Okay. I'm
Okay.
going in a sequence. All right.
Okay, sir.
Hello. Okay. You can use other tools if you remember. You can use hyphen, inventory. Okay. And then, list. You can do this hyphen hyphen list. So it'll work. All right, so
Okay.
you can, okay, now this is the best way to start with. You can see here it is the configuration file is from the present working directory, isn't it? Hello. Okay, next is he wants you to create roles. So you'll create a folder called roles, mkdir roles, and mention these roles, sorry, in the cfg file ansible. Here you'll say roles, role path colon, and then you'll give, sorry, equal to, you can give tilde slash roles. So an Ansible, you can give like this. Okay, and then that's how you have to start. All right, hello.
Yeah, yes, I got it.
All right, yeah. In Ansible, you have, all right. So this is how you do this question. So if I type how to validate Ansible Galaxy role list, so it is showing me this folder, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, this is also done because he wants us to create a roles folder. Next is collection path. So, gentlemen, I think most of you must be knowing by now. The new thing to start with in Ansible Automation Platform is called collections and container-based execution environment. That's the highlight of this product called Ansible Automation Platform.
Okay.
Surya. Surya and Martin.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So, so now why did I speak? Because the collection is a new format for sharing your Ansible content. Okay,
Okay.
collection is a new format for sharing your Ansible content, which includes playbook, inventory, modules, and Python dependencies, CFG file. Everything now can be shared as collection. A collection is a format of sharing Ansible content. And when I say content, I don't just mean modules and roles. It includes everything. That's a new format. Okay. Now, by which, hello, Surya, are you there? Hello,
Yes, sir.
Surya.
I can hear you.
Okay, so yeah, you can hear me. So collect. I think you are logged into your office, so I'll not bother you much. Just let me know if you logged in simultaneously. It might disturb your communication with your officials. So whatever it is, let me know in advance so that
No,
I'll
I
not ask.
switched out Bluetooth. That's all.
No problem. So the collection is a new format to share your, Ansible content. So now
So
they are going to
could you please
share
increase the font on that notepad?
this. I'm little doubtful. This I'm going to share you anyway.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
I don't know how to share in this notepad.
Mhm.
You are a person with the gate tricks, so I have no knowledge on that, Surya.
No, sir.
Yeah. So now there you are. See, this collection, you need to create a collection folder. Collection is like, you know about collection by any chance, Surya? I'll not take time. How about you,
No.
Martin? Collection, Ansible collection. Have you heard about this? Have you come across it? I'm asking Martin also.
Yeah, yes, sir.
You have come across this name called Ansible collections?
No, sir.
Okay, no problem, Surya. How about you, Martin? Have you come across
Yeah, yes, sir. I was watching a tutorial
a
in
tutorial, but you have experienced it in your office? No, right?
not
Tutorial, even Surya is watching it, so no
okay,
issues. But
not
what I'm trying to tell you is that modules has some issues in the sense our friend Surya and Martin can accidentally name their module same. Assume Surya creates a module in Python and he names it, let's say for example, ViewSonic. Okay, the module name,
okay,
and accidentally even Martin creates a module by name called ViewSonic.
okay.
Now this two modules cannot be used simultaneously, isn't it?
Yeah,
So they will Ansible will get confused. So what Red Hat has done is the community has done. They are given a unique namespace. It's called fully qualified collection name, like fully
okay,
qualified domain name. They have given a unique name to each firm, like domain name. So Martin will create a particular module and share it with a unique name. That is the collection namespace dot collection name and the module name. It will be like fully qualified collection name. That is Yahoo, that is com dot yahoo dot mail. So mail is actually the server name.
okay.
Yahoo is the domain name, and it is hosted on com servers, isn't it? That's how it is, right?
Yeah,
Like we'll have collections from Cisco, AWS, Juniper. Like each and every vendor has been given a unique name, like a domain name. So anything they do it, they have to maintain the same naming convention. So Surya and Martin will have their own unique name. So company name, let's say the collection, the name will be like this: company where you're working, let's say Wells Fargo dot, okay, then the collection name, the unique name of the collection, and dot ViewSonic. Martin,
okay,
let's say you're working for, I don't know which company present you're working, but let me take, you're from IBM. So you'll have a name called IBM dot collection name and dot ViewSonic. So when I want to use both the collections, I can download in my present and what do you call project, and give unique name path in my particular playbook. In the playbook, what I will write? I will write Wells Fargo dot Surya dot ViewSonic for my task. Okay, the next task will have a name for Martin. So Martin will be IBM dot my collection dot the ViewSonic. So they will, then the answer will always look for this path in the present directory. You understand something like that? A lot of
Let
story has spoken to you, but it makes no sense until I don't show you, isn't it? Hello.
yeah.
So the collections, please keep it in mind. It's a new format for sharing Ansible content, not modules. Everything, even CFG file, inventory file, you can share it to the community in the form of collection only. So this course does not talk when you come for the another course DO374. You're prepared for that, isn't it? You'll be preparing and coming for exam. Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
So that deals with creation of collections. Okay. You both are planning to write RSCA, right?
RSC
CSA, I'll write it later. Yeah, for
You're
only
now.
going in. Pardon me.
RSCSA
RSC.
RHCL 7. So you
No, no,
suggest,
no, no. What I RSCA, Red Hat Certified Architect. You're trying to do that,
Yeah.
right? Hello.
Yes,
Okay.
that's a goal.
That's your goal also, right, Martin?
yes, yes.
So next paper would you be doing either OpenShift or maybe DO374, which is the later version of this, higher version of this. Okay. There we'll see how to create collections, how to create container images and roles and all that stuff. Okay. That's part of the exam, not here.
Okay.
All right, now here my next will be to create collections. So MKDR, the collection folder name is my collection. You have to mention this in my Ansible. If I say here Ansible hyphen Galaxy, I'll increase the font here. Okay, I'll close this. How to close this? No. Uh, no. Oh, right. So I'll increase the font now. Now it's okay.
Yes, sir. Visible.
So collection. If I say enter, it'll give you two options here. One is so I'll say collection Ansible Galaxy collection, and then if I use list hyphen list, it does not show anything. Okay, it does not show. Okay, it only shows the current one with the operating system here. This one. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to write this file entry in CFG file. I have to write here collections underscore paths, please underline this, collections underscore paths, and then the current one like this you have to give my collection. Okay, what a folder you have created as for the question, my collection. Then this path also you have to mention. Okay, once you do it, then you execute, it will show both the paths here. One is the one we are about to create. Okay, so there is a question later to execute some collections which I'll be sharing with you. Okay, fine. Hello.
Yeah, got
So
it.
Yes.
yeah, so we have solved something like this. Not yet, but here. So till here we have done. I have made sure that user share Ansible collections. Okay, till here. Okay, everything is fine now. Now next is we need to log into the see here. As you're watching the videos of both of you, Surya and Martin, he must be trying to define something to do with the container image, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
So this present playbooks has as a next option can be used to fire through a container image. The container image is stored in one of the repository. In our classroom it's called utility.lab.example.com. You need to find out that in the question paper he'll clearly mention that the repository where of the container is at this particular the web server. Hello, Martin and Surya,
yeah, yeah.
and he'll mention the username also. So I will first log in there. Okay, I have to log in with Podman so that I can download Podman login. So it'll prompt for the username. I think it is admin and password is Red Hat. Okay. So password is sorry, admin slash Red Hat in the exam. Sorry, here in the classroom. All right. Now, in the exam, I told you that he will not mention what will be the what would be your container image. So what you need to do is that you have to use a command called Ansible. Here, look at the screen, navigator, and the moment you say images, okay, the moment you type this in the classroom, it is already prepared. You'll not find this. Hello, in the
Okay.
classroom, already Podman images. You can see it is already pointing to a particular location. Hello,
Yeah.
in the exam it will be empty if you type this. So does also in here dot Ansible hyphen navigator. This is already configured in the exam. Exam you will not have this path mentioned. You'll have some configuration, but this will be empty.
Yeah. Okay.
You need
Okay.
to find out and fill in the blanks according to the exam. So I'm not recommending to use this file for your project. I want you to create your own Ansible hyphen navigate.yml. For that, once you log in with Podman uh, login like this, and then immediately please type okay Ansible Navigator images. Once you do this in the exam, okay, in the exam, okay, I have to remove this dot Ansible hyphen Navigator. Okay, in the exam, don't use that. The moment you execute this command here, it is going all the way to Red Hat, right? Here.
Yeah.
But in exam, it will go to respective utility dot red hat dot com slash that image will be shown to you. Just copy this path in the exam. In the exam, I'm just concluding that you're understanding. While you're about to create one more file called Ansible-Navigator, the contents of the file has to have the image location. In the exam, he does not give you the image name at all. He wants you to find out by typing this command. Very honest. All
Okay.
right. So when you type this in the exam, it will show you the path and the image name. You copy this in the
Okay.
exam. It will be here some utility dot red hat lab dot red hat dot com slash the image name. You copy that with your mouse. Keep it ready. Then create this file. That is Ansible hyphen navigator dot yml. Create this file and then right here Ansible hyphen navigator. Okay, and then you have to give all these options. Execution environment. Okay, then image name. This image name is what you need to copy, which you have copied through your mouse. You have to paste it here. You understood? Like here, not this one. Not even this. The one which you have just now, when you type this, you have copied this, right? In the exam, you will copy this one and you will paste it here. Okay, in place of this, you will be having something called, in the exam, it will be something else. In the classroom, it is utility dot lab dot example dot com. Then the name of the image. All right. And then you will say pull policy. Okay. Policy. Next is pull. Pull colon policy is missing. If it is missing, then only it should download the image. So in my case, I will remove it. Podman images. It's already there. Podman. Are you there with me? Hello. RMI.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All this you need not do. I'm just showing in the classroom you have to do so that you will get used to practice.
Okay.
Okay. It has removed. Now you see in the exam also it will be vacant like this. Now with the help of ansible-navigate.yml file, I'm going to no add this location. So when I say here, look, when I say Ansible, look, images. When I type now, it'll refer this file and see it's trying to download it. You see here, she's trying to download the image to the current environment.
Yeah.
Okay, she's trying to download. There's a concept. I'm let her download. I'll try to explain. There's a concept here, and Martin and Surya, that whenever you fire a playbook with Ansible Navigator, she's going to create a JSON file, okay, as a log. For each execution, she creates one JSON file, and that JSON file might eat away into your file system. So we are disabling that particular JSON file. What's the use case? If there's an error while executing playbook, the error or a success is stored in a JSON format that you can send it to the developer of the playbook. Understand? He can diagnose that particular no, JSON file where the error has gone at his end. Okay, so here once this is how you have seen the image has been downloaded. Now if I use Podman images, it is showing here, isn't it? So
Yes.
here maybe I'll show you little. I'll come to that this option little later. This one after I do some challenges. In the sense, for timing, I'm going to add this line here because when for each execution of the playbook, the Ansible Navigator will create a artifact, means a JSON file. So we want to disable that. So we have used that enable is false. One second, there's something wrong. Okay, playbook artifact enable is false. Line number 8.
Enabled D is missing.
PAE. Okay, let's see. I don't think
PLED.
so. Line number, column number 1. No issues. I have a backup for the image. Playbook hyphen artifact false. What did I do? Where things has gone wrong? Policy is full missing MISSING. Playbook spelling is wrong. ART fact. It is enable only.
Maybe you are wrong volume. Volume number. Did it?
Playbook spelling. Playbook. Playbook. Hyphen ARTI. Okay, there was some, I think, indentation issue. I could not trace it out, but it's now it's working. Okay. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe there could be some spaces, trailing spaces, so she's not allowing it, I suppose. So that's how you to solve the first question. And here, first question. Let me stop the audio.